confuse them with your silence. It seems most times the problem we have with ourselves as humans is the problem of saying what is not yet ready to be put forth. We all seem to have this problem, and most times there are countless reasons why we do this, to make people know that we are somebody who also has his own worth. We try to make ourselves look big, try to talk others down, and sometimes gain some respect aggressively, some godlike reverence to ourselves. We're ready to say everything that can be said to have a stand on a position that is of worth and make people see us as important too. And in the process, we say more than we actually should. Have you ever thought of the importance of silence? Have you ever thought of the reason why you have been given two lips and a brain to think? The main reason is for you to know by reasoning the right time to talk and the right time not to. To be able to envisage when our words are needed to be heard and when we are to be silent, even when the situation and circumstances around us seemingly want us to speak out. Yes, life can be a bit complicated and demanding. It can throw you off balance and give you no reason to be logical. However, since you have no control over many situations, you do have control over your own life. Look at yourself more than you look and meditate on others. Saying too much is providing an arsenal for you to get hurt with your words. Being mysterious, on the other hand, makes people go the extra mile to be your friend. You don't want to give them any ammunition to attack. Be still in your conversations and thoughts and keep the people around you guessing. Keep them wondering and looking over their shoulder for you. They will yell at you. You do nothing. You say nothing. They will come calling on you when you do not want. Stay calm. Say nothing. You aren't doing them a favor. You're doing yourself a favor. Hearing nothing from you will give them much to think about when they want to approach you. You become that guy or that girl that makes them feel unsure of themselves. Your silence disrupts their confidence. It breaks their flow of thought regarding you. They just don't know how to get to you anymore. You don't give them any means or a reason to. It's like a man who goes to a party with his friends and doesn't dance. No one is going to laugh at his dance moves. Why? Because he hasn't danced. They will keep coming up with ways to define you just because you never provided them any. Instead of you trying to give reasons as to why you're better and why they're wrong, why not just keep quiet and steadily work toward your dream, bearing in mind that you have a goal better than the circumstances around you. We've heard the popular expression, silence is the best response to a fool. The people around you do not necessarily need to be proven as fools, because the whole essence of going down your particular path is for your own sake. Why don't you keep them confused by your silence? Keep them entirely thinking about you while you stay focused on your goals. Nobody is you, and that's what makes the difference. The moment you start bearing in mind nobody knows anything about you is the moment you begin to understand that talking to convince people about who you are doesn't really work. You don't need to tell them who you are. Let them find out. Don't give them exactly what they need to say about you. Let them play the guessing game. You do not necessarily need to respond to anything they say if they intend to draw out some negative reaction from you. Just leave them in silence and let your actions do the talking. Smile on and confuse them with your choice of saying nothing. All you're required to do is listen, and let them seek your voice. Let them find it hard to figure you out. What's more fun than giving people virtually nothing revealing about you while you live your life to the fullest? Thanks for watching. Have a great and inspiring day.
Yeah, you aren't incomplete. You have unfinished business. I want you to understand that no second, no minute, no hour, no day is promised. This is the moment. This is the time for you to cherish yourself. It's time for you to get busy living. It's time for you to love yourself right now. I know you're in a dark place. You're in a place of pain. You're in a place of misery. You're in a place of hurt. It continues to be day after day after day. And you feel like you can't get out of that situation. You can't climb out of that rut. Can't climb up out of that hole. Relationship is bad. Life is just bad. I need you to understand that you must cherish your life. You must take a moment right now. And it all starts with your mind. It all starts with the way that you think. For way too long, you've been a pushover. You just let people walk all over you. Truth be told, you've been a pushover to yourself. You actually keep walking all over yourself. You're not respecting yourself. You're not respecting the brand of you. Today, I need you to rise up, not against everybody else. I need you to rise up against yourself. And when that negative self-talk, those demons enter into your brain, you say, no, the devil is a lie. Absolutely not. I refuse to continue to think the way you want me to think because that's detrimental to me. No. And you take that negative mindset and you flip it into a positive mindset. And you repeat, I am enough. I am worthy. I love me some me over and over again until you start to believe it. Love yourself. Life is way too short. No minute, no hour is promised to us. When it's over, it's over. There are no do-overs. You don't get a second shot at this. So make sure you love yourself some you. And also, please, remember the golden rule. Yeah, do unto others as you expect them or would have them do unto you. Life will strike. Life will happen. And when it does, I need you to take a second and stop and think about the magnitude of what decision you're making or what you're about to do before you do it. Don't make it all about you. See this way too many times. A crisis happens, a family situation happens, and one person goes for self. They go rogue. And they forget about everybody else and they make it all about them, and it affects everybody. It creates all this tension, this negative energy. Don't be that person. Make sure you're thinking about the collective and not just yourself. Add value to others before you add value to yourself. Sometimes it's important that you do that. We know you're not going to be a doormat, but there are times when we need to come together as one and not make it all about ourselves. So make sure you are treating others the way you want them to treat you. Super important. Life is too short. Cherish your life and also cherish the life of others. Also do yourself a favor. Forgive and make peace. I know. What that person did was foul. What that person did was wrong. It was unforgivable. It was unthinkable. But you got a hole in your heart. You got a hole in your soul. You got a hole in your spirit because you haven't made peace with it. You have to forgive that person. Not to restore, not to be back in a relationship, not to be back friends, not to be back cool, but you forgive for yourself so you can be whole and complete and you can fill those holes and fill those voids. So please take a moment. You ain't got to call. You can just do it within yourself, that inner peace. You know, I forgive this person. And now I can move on and be free. And finally, leave this earth on empty. If you haven't achieved your goal, if you haven't achieved your dream, the funny thing about life is you can be messing up and messed up and jacked